One of the brilliant books I've recently completed is Meditations by Marcus Aurelius, who was one of the Roman Caesars. And he was the philosopher of the whole lot. This is a man who could have had anything in opulence or of possession he wanted from anybody, and yet he wanted for nothing because his concern was taking care of his people. And it's the basis of where Stoicism came out, which is being self-autonomous. You are someone who is your own center of happiness, fulfillment. And one of the things, his quotes that I absolutely love is everything you hear is an opinion and not a fact, and everything you see is a perspective, not the truth.
Right.
So that's something
Yeah.
Joseph Campbell was very big on, is that you can take the symbols of religion and mythology concretely, which closes you off from the transcendent message that it's trying to communicate to you, or you can take it in a symbolic way, and then the world starts to communicate to you again. When science shows that there was no one flood, but yet there were different floods for different time periods, and you see that the flood myth occurs in cultures from all over the world, then you can see water as the unconscious and the flood as the coming of chaos, the loss of balance, the end of a certain psychological posture, and so forth. And then everything comes from water and goes back to water. So when you're looking at not only mythology and religion that way, but life that way, everything is communicating to you in a much bigger way. And everybody reaches their own enlightenment in their own time. And one of the things you might say byproducts of enlightenment is once you reach it, you no longer judge others who still sleep. And because I
Right.
see that there's a lot of work that needs to be done here, and there's a huge opportunity for growth here. So I can
Mm.
either just say, oh, I'm out of here, or I can say, wow, this is perfect. All the things that I've been honed for, this is the environment that needs to be experienced in. And I can hear somebody out there saying, yeah, but if I take that chance or if I leave my job, I'll die. Or their brain will say something to the effect that will
Right.
bring about their demise. I can tell you, the more you challenge those I'll die things, and when you go through it and wake up the next day out of it, it gives you a certain concrete stature in your spine. And you realize, well, if I could do that, I could do something else. And I'm not saying it's always easy, but it really does toughen you up.
Yeah.
And we have it so soft here. I mean, life really happens to people in other parts of the world, but here we have car insurance. We even have life insurance. There's no risk. And
I
so people have learned to live in that safety bubble, and that there's no such thing. There's a larger bubble that you can be a part of and leave this world as a candle that has been completely used up from both ends, but shining its light the whole time.